Hey guys, this is AB. First of all, I want to say thanks to all those people who supported the trailer, who said that they really enjoyed it, either through the comments on the video or comments on the post, or those people who sent me private messages through Discord and Warmerise that they really enjoyed the trailer. So I'm really thankful to all the support. It really made all the effort worth it. But the main point of the trailer is to motivate more people to participate in the tournament, and so that, you know, if there's more participants, it increases the chance for the tournament to be successful. So the bottom line is, I'm really thankful for all that support, and I'm glad that you guys enjoyed the trailer. The next thing is about the third-person view bug. So I was gonna upload the video on the same day Mac uploaded the fix for the third-person view bug, so I didn't upload my video. But he fixed the third-person view bug. A lot of people were complaining that if the third-person view doesn't get fixed, they're not gonna play in the tournament. So it's for those people that the third-person view is now fixed. We're constantly in contact with Mac, so if there's any other problem that comes up or any other technicality that happens in the tournament, we're gonna cover that up, and we're gonna take full responsibility of the technicality. We're gonna try our best to keep everything justified in the tournament. So this is our end to be worried about. It's not your whole concern is to enjoy. Not actually concerned. Your main focus should be on improving yourself, on practicing, and doing good in the match. You can leave all the rest of the things on us. We're gonna try our best to provide a justified platform and keep everything fair and clean, so you don't have to worry about that. The next thing is that the registration has now ended, which means we're not accepting any more applications. Now what's going to happen next is that we have a lot of applications, and obviously we're not going to accept all those applications, which means that not everyone who applied is going to play. We've been doing this actually in the previous tournament too, that after we have all the applications, we draft out the players or team that are eligible to play in the tournament. Now we have a very set criteria through which we are going to draft or filter out those applications, because in the previous tournament that got failed, the 1v1 tournament of this year, it ended. One of the reasons it ended was that people were complaining that they didn't have a set criteria, and the organizer were favoritizing their friends and letting them play even though they applied after the registration ended. So we're already clarifying the criteria through which we are going to draft out the players from all the applications. So the first one is that since we asked people to apply as a team, so we're going to prefer those applications or teams or players who applied as a team and not solely. And just to clarify why we cannot allow everyone to play is because the event system of Warmerise only allows 16, 32, or 64 teams. Even if it's not about Warmerise event system, we cannot make brackets with an uneven number. So obviously we need an even number so we can create brackets, and it can go on. Just we can still make teams, we can still make brackets even if we have like 17 or 18 teams, but people are going to question how we did it. They're going to complain that it's not justified. It's just going to make complications, and we want to avoid all the complications. So we're going to either keep 16 teams or 32 teams depending on how many teams we have. So first of all, we're going to prefer those who applied as a team. When they're out of the way, we're going to check on these whole applications, and we're going to try our best to team up as many teams as we can. But for instance, if there's a player that we cannot find any other player around him or in that region that applied, then obviously it's gonna be hard for us to team him up. Another criteria is that if there's like 5 players from one region and we can only accept 3 in a team, we're gonna prefer those who have a high rank. We know that they're active, because we want to avoid that people do not show up. We want to make sure that people who play in the tournament have a good rank, which means that they play actively. That's one of the main thing. The next thing is that they communicate in English, because it's gonna have problem for us to communicate with them. So we have the rank, we have the communication that they speak English, and yeah, that's pretty much those. So that's the criteria. We're gonna keep everything justified. We're not gonna favoritize anyone, either if they're our friend or anything. I hope we don't have any such complaints that we didn't let someone play. I think you guys should understand that we cannot accept everyone into the team. It's not possible for it. So for those who doesn't get accepted, I'm really sorry. We wish that all of you can play, but if it's not possible, like, there's nothing much we can do about it then. Anyways, moving swiftly forward, there was a question someone asked, that what about the cash for the backups? So in this tournament, we allowed backups. The backup player is that I saw not a lot of people had backups, but there are teams who kept backups. So the backup player is like a player who, if someone from the team doesn't show up, the backup will be there in the spectators, and he will, you know, join the team in case the person doesn't show up or has a bad ping, like something. So people were asking that will the backups get cash? And here's what I thought, because we're gonna give cash to everyone who plays in the tournament. So if the backup plays, he's gonna get cash for that match or the matches that he played. If he do not play but he stays as spectator, means he showed up for the tournament but he doesn't play, he's gonna get half the cash for that match. And if he doesn't show up, then he won't get any cash. So I think this keeps it fair. The half cash is that he managed time to be there. So I think he deserve to get some cash for that. So yeah, with that out of the way, I think that clarified most of the questions. If there's any more question, we're obviously going to address them through post or on the thread or anywhere else we can possibly address. But yeah, that's about it. We're going to see you on 12th September. That's when the tournament starts. Meanwhile, we'll be managing the time zones. We'll be making teams. We're obviously going to make posters and we're going to announce those teams that will be playing in the tournament. So yeah, that's about it. We'll see you on 12th September. Adios.